Hi there, everybody. I'm just waiting for people to get on here. It's being shared on another website, so I'm just going to wait for a second or two. I got a lot to tell everybody out there. Lots on my mind. There's a ton of stuff on my mind, so we're gonna wait a couple minutes here, let the crowd gather just like everybody else does. Hello everybody, I'm Brian Lang, Live Truth Radio and TV. Again, letting the crowd build. They're going to be talking about some things that I believe are fairly serious here in America. Yes, it is titled America, Message to America, and up and down the I-75 corridor. But I'm waiting about one more minute, and I'm gonna start in here. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Hey, Joe. What's up? What's up, man? I'm glad you're on here, Joe, especially because you're an oath keeper. And as you can see, I'm wearing my garb, Ohio Oath Keepers, and we all need to stand together as Americans. Hey, Fred. Thank you. Greg, what's up? Everybody come on in here. Reb Ryder, what's up? Please, everybody, share this on your pages as well. I'm not saying that I'm no great speaker or anything, but I got a lot to say today. Hopefully I won't take too long in saying it. If you've seen, I'm going to start now. If you've seen my post on my page earlier about a call to action, and if you got a message in Messenger asking you to circulate, I hope that you circulate that message on your Facebook page, not through Messenger. That's not what I did that for. I did it for everybody to share on their page along with the pictures. What has happened here recently, we had Ohio Oath Keepers put on an event. It's called the Ohio Preppers, Survivalists, and Firearms Expo. It was held up in Bowling Green, Ohio, at the Woodland Mall. Okay, and we just had a meeting yesterday, and the meeting was great. We went over a lot of things as far as the vendors. My goodness, there was hardly any vendors that weren't happy. You know what I mean? The major big-time vendors, I'm tell you the truth, hardly any were displeased when they left. And they actually were eager for us to have another event as soon as possible. And we were thinking October. Well, we were hashing that out as far as where we were going to have it and everything. And we decided, since we didn't really have enough time to have it as far as a venue in October, that we decided next June. And we were actually agreed upon that we had a certain venue within the same mall. All right, and it would be separate basically from the mall in its own entity in a big old 50,000 square foot facility within the mall. And we were all stoked about it. We were going to get ready, start the promoing and everything else for the event. And the meeting ended, it adjourned, and we all went our way. And then later, getting these messages that the manager of the mall had canceled us even being there because of liberal backlash, leftist, communist, socialist, fascist backlash, phone calls, emails to the mall, to the manager, and the manager said, because of that, we aren't going to be able to have this event. Now, this all stemmed from a liberal, leftist, communist, socialist, fascist, Marxist writing a letter to the editor at the Sentinel Tribune, which is Bowling Green. And you can find their website. I'll probably share it later. But they ran this article that was from a girl named Amanda Sharp. Now, Amanda Sharp lives in Findlay, Ohio. And she goes by the name of Manna Joe. That's Manna Joe, J-O, in Findlay, Ohio. It was outright lies. Outright lies, and a hit piece on Ohio Oath Keepers and what we stand for. Now, Ohio Oath Keepers, we have set ourselves apart in one particular way, that we are Christ-centered. What we had up there in that event was many, many vendors. The guns, had the firearms, had the survival, had training for people, classes for people that were free, okay, for the populace. Free, okay? Hey, Vern, what's up? Ray Lynn, what's up? So if I missed anybody, I apologize. I got some things to say, and it has to be said. But I urge all of you to look that chick up and call her out on her lies, for one. And you can also send the Sentinel Tribune a message, if you wish. You know, the thing is, you know, myself and other people that I know, we stand up, we speak out, we get involved for the righteousness of America. And anything that happens to Americans that is unjust, like the political prisoners out there in Nevada, like Robert Lavoie Finicum, like Extortion 17, like Benghazi, like the AP scandals, the NSA scandals, the IRS scandals, the VA scandal, Fast and Furious. These things are detrimental and have happened against Americans. Now, with this letter that this Sentinel Tribune allowed as a letter to their editor, and I just got off the phone with one of the reporters at the Sentinel Tribune there in Bowling Green, Ohio. And he started saying, well, you know, that's an opinion piece, and here in this country we got a First... I said, listen, I just stopped him. I said, listen, man, I know all about the First Amendment. I know all about freedom of speech and all that, but I also know, because I've had tried to have letters to the editor here down where I live in Lime, Ohio, that you pick and choose. You don't allow every single one to go on your website that people write in. Well, they allowed this one to go on simply for the fact because I believe, personally, the Sentinel Tribune there in Bowling Green, Ohio, is a liberal, communist, socialist, fascist, Marxist, fake news organization. Now, we talk about fake news, let's bring it out. Amanda Sharp is her name. She's outright lied to the whole populace up there, and it got spread to a communist, socialist, fascist, Marxist website called Raw Story. And Raw Story is a liberal site that went all across America, and our leadership within Ohio Oath Keepers have received death threats over this. Okay, now, we're not scared of that. We're not, but it should not be happening. It should not be happening because they want to slant and twist the truth. Okay? Bottom line, the truth is the truth, and the truth shall set you free. This should not have happened. It should not be happening. And I'm calling on America and people all up and down I-75 corridor here in Ohio, plus Michigan, Indiana, all of America, to call the Sentinel Tribune. And also, why don't you call the mall? Her name is Michelle, and it's in my post that I have there on my page. Michelle Beaverson. You find her phone number and fax number But we need to stand together in this fight against those that wish to tear us apart. Make no mistake about it. This Amanda Sharp is an outright lying bitch. All right? To tell you the lies, what happened there is that she tried to get in and use her child twice. All right? Now, this event was all throughout the mall, in the halls of the mall. All right? And we have vendors all throughout the mall. We have to watch over as security for these vendors. There was over $1 million worth of product there in the mall. Okay? We provided security for them 24/7. And there wasn't one vendor that I know of that came back and said, this is a bullshit event. Matter of fact, as I said earlier at the beginning of this, we had the vendors eager for us to have another one. They wanted us to have it in October of this year, okay? And we tried our best to be able to supply that for them, and we were promised, we were negotiated, and we were told that we were going to have this other separate room, 50,000 square foot, within the Woodland Mall to have this event, okay? But that was taken away because of all the liberals, the leftists, the communist, socialist, fascist, Marxist out there calling and emailing the mall, all right, speaking their mind, and the death threats to Ohio Oath Keeper leadership. This can't be going on, and you out there, as I said earlier, myself as far as Live Truth Radio and TV, and everybody affiliated with Live Truth Radio and TV, Fred Schneider, Larry Betts, Ken Hildebrand, you know, we stand for those here in America that have been done wrong. And I brought up the different ones earlier, Extortion 17, Robert Lavoie Finicum, all the political prisoners out there. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Now, when you promote lies as a newspaper, you're no better than CNN. You're no better than any fake news out there. And I'm calling on you guys out there, wherever it might be, here in America, because the individual that has had these death threats has served our country well. Served in Afghanistan, and he's now, I'm not going to go into details, but the man has served our country. All right? Just like the men and women that are serving overseas right now. Do you care about them? You know, we got to come together. And I'm pleading with the rest of America to stand up, speak out, and get involved, and contact the Woodland Mall there in Bowling Green. I got the post there earlier with the American flag that says, you know, a call to action. I'm standing with those people out there and the political prisoners. I'm standing with Robert Lavoie Finicum and all the Finicum family. Heck, we had, and this is just telling you the truth. This isn't trying to get on your heartstrings or anything. But we brought up Shalise Finicum Finch up to this event. And she, again, did a fantastic job. Right? Fantastic job speaking and telling the truth to the people here in Northwest Ohio and surrounding it. And matter of fact, people came from all over the country for this event. And now just because of one lying bitch, this has all got turned upside down, and not for the good, because this event actually helps people. We had first aid training, we had medical training, we had survivor training, we had self-defense, we had all sorts of classes that were free to the populace, to the people that wanted to join into the event. Okay? And this weasel, this freaking lowlife, tries to get into the event. Her name is Amanda Sharp. Goes by the name of Manna Joe. M-A-N-N-A Joe, J-O, in Findlay, Ohio. And has the nerve, the outright nerve, to contact the Sentinel Tribune and write a hit piece of lies. We'll stand by everything we say. This bitch cannot stand by anything that she says. I'll tell you that. Okay? That's God's honest truth. Okay? Now, other things I'd like to talk about is Lima, Ohio here, nationwide, but also specifically Lima, Ohio. There was a group, those Antifa people, basically have said to my friend, Glenn Lewis, a threat that he better watch out on the bridge, on overpasses for America. Well, you just did the wrong thing, Antifa. You low-life scum. Here in Lima, Ohio. My name is Brian Lang. You mess with my friend, you're messing with my family. You understand that? And you're messing with the rest of America. Better stop your shit while you can, Antifa. Any harm comes to Glenn. Any harm comes to Glenn or anybody else that's on the overpasses for America here in Lima, Ohio, or anywhere across these United States. The American people will have your ass. Do you understand that? Do you understand what's happening here? You are being used. You are useful idiots. That's what you are, just like Stalin had said. You're brain dead. And you don't care about nothing besides yourself. This country matters to us. It might not matter to you because you're selfish, self-centered. But Antifa, make note, all across America, you mess with anybody on the overpass, at a Trump rally, anywhere. We're calling you out, and you're not going to like the outcome. You're not going to like the outcome. You might go around, I seen this video, you can go to Lima, Ohio's Antifa, 2 freaking kids, with a voice of a 13, maybe 12-year-old holding possibly fake rubber guns, talking shit. You have no idea, kids. You have no idea the shit that's about ready to hit your ass. You understand that? Do you understand that? Oh, man. Just don't. You are being used to separate this country, to divide and conquer. Do some research. Understand what your role is and what is actually going on. And start standing up, speaking out, and getting involved for America. You don't have nowhere else to go, buddy. You don't have nowhere else to go. And if you want to go somewhere else, we'll be happy to pack your bags and kick your ass out of this country. Push us a little bit too far. Keep going. Ain't nobody going to threaten my friends. Ain't nobody going to threaten my brothers and sisters that have served this country. Enough is enough, America. When is it that you are going to start standing up, speaking out, and getting involved? Now there's an event coming up talking about standing up, speaking out, and getting involved. There's an event coming up July 15th, not too far from now, out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. Stand. It's for our political prisoners. Some great speakers are going to be out there, and I hope to God that anybody and everybody that cares about America is able to get their butts there. All right? That's standing up, speaking out, and getting involved. We got to stand with one another. We got to stand for something or fall for anything. And this bullshit that's happening here in this America that you and I love has got to stop. And it ain't going to stop by, putting up with these keyboard warriors like Antifa, these communist, socialist, fascist, Marxists, these leftists that want to destroy this country like Sentinel Tribune. The fake news. We have to call out the lying, cheating, no good sons of bitches wherever they might be. Understand that. That is what has to happen. I don't know if I got anything else to share. I'm pissed off. I'm trying. Hey, Vern. Let's see. I wrote some notes down here. Yeah. Remember, the bitch's name that put the letter to the other editor at the Sentinel Tribune in Bowling Green, Ohio, is Amanda Sharp, and she lives in Findlay, Ohio. All right? She goes by the name on Facebook, Manna. That's M-A-N-N-A, Joe, that's J-O. All right? Call her out. Call Sentinel Tribune out. Call the Woodlawn Mall out. Look at the post that I put out there previously, a call to action for all Americans. You know, we stand for you guys out there. We do whatever we can for you guys out there, wherever it might be. Stand with us on this and call these people out. Call the Woodland Mall. Call the Sentinel Tribune. And call out that bitch, lying, no good lowlife, Amanda Sharp from Findlay, Ohio, going by the name of Manna Joe. To all my brothers and sisters here in America that love this country and love this country for the way that our founding fathers implemented this nation and handed it down to us from God. God bless you all, and God bless America. This is Brian Lang with Live Truth Radio and TV. I'm out.